That's one of our target deer, little Batman. He's big. Little Batman, baby.
Oh my gosh.
That was intense.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Deer Season 25. This episode is about a deer we call Little Batman. We had a lot of pictures of him last year, never had any encounters with him, but he was on our radar. He looked like a nice 4-year-old last year, and we were really excited to see what he would turn into because he had a lot of tines stacked in there. He looked like he had some good mass, and we were just excited to see what would happen going into 2025. Well, every year during February and March time frame when those deer are starting to drop those antlers, I put on a lot of miles. And while we were over there in Illinois in late February, I was able to pick up a shed off that deer. Really excited about it. I mean, he's got a lot of tines stacked in there, good mass. As you can see, the squirrels are really hard on the sheds over there in Illinois, but excited to pick up one of the sheds off this deer and add another piece to the puzzle. Fast forward to this October, we get our first picture of him and he's absolutely blown up. He's got really big mass. He's got all those tines stacked in there still, but it looks like he added some tine length. His main beams are longer. And that's when Terry gave him the name Little Batman. It reminded him of a deer he killed back in 2023, Batman. Big 190-inch giant. He had a ton of tines stacked in there and kind of had some inside tines. And this deer reminded us of him. He's got an inside tine there. So he coined the name Little Batman and he was on the target list.
Hey, come get my side. Come on, Forrest, get it scraped. Go ahead and scrape your out.
It is really cold out. I say really cold, it's 25 degrees on the truck, but it's been so warm all summer. We're not used to it. Got a really heavy frost this morning, so we were up a little late watching the World Series last night, went into extra innings, so we slept in a little bit. We figure the deer might not move until after the frost melts off a little bit, the sun gets up, because it's the first frost we've had. So we're gonna go in. The buck's been moving okay over here in Illinois on the stealth cam, so gonna go out and we have a few target bucks in mind. Hopefully one of them comes here. We're in sweet November, so see what happens. Looks like he's looking for a doe that he lost. Like he's pacing back and forth smelling, and if he had both sides, he'd be a really nice deer.
Yeah, he'd be 150 anyway, I think.
Oh yeah.
Well, first deer to really walk through here, saw a little buck and a 4-year-old pumping a doe out by the corn. She's the first one we've seen in here, so. It smells like pizza.
The first couple days in November we hunted, and on November 2nd we were actually walking out and all the corn was still standing on this property over there. And while we were walking out, we jumped a deer in the corn. It took off tearing through there and we were like, man, it sounded like a big deer. And sure enough, go and check the stealth cams a little bit later that day while we were eating lunch, and Little Batman was there, a big corn stalk running right through his rack on the camera closest to where we jumped that deer. So we knew he lived in the area. We just needed the corn to come out and shrink the bedroom down. Well, as luck would have it, on November 3rd, the farmers rolled in there with their combines and grain carts and they started harvesting the corn. So we decided to back out. Terry went home to get some stuff done. And he said, why don't you go up and hunt in Iowa, try to film a kill up there. So I was able to hop in a blind right behind my house with my wife Shayna. Well, it's super special to get to hunt with Shayna there, but on the farm that we own, it just adds another dimension to it. We're able to kill a big old mature deer there. Just super special. It's the first buck I've ever got to see her shoot. So just an ultra special memory. Really, really cool to experience that. We got the deer recovered, got him taken care of, and then got on the phone with Terry. We're headed back to Illinois. Well, we're back in the great state of Illinois. We took a couple-day break. We've had some shooters daylight the last couple days here. So we're going into a spot. The farmers, when we left, they were shelling the corn, so all the corn's out. So kind of shook things up a little bit, and the deer have been moving pretty good. They're just a little more visible now, so we'll see what happens. There was one spot in particular that really started to heat up. There's an old overgrown cattle pasture there. It's real grassy and thick, and it's kind of a little romper room for the deer here during the rut. And there's an old fence that runs down through there, and there's a gap in it. And so I got a stealth cam on that gap, and the pictures were just coming through like crazy. Well, to hunt that spot, we need a north wind, and we had 4 days in a row of north winds, and we said, you know what? It's the only wind we have to hunt that spot. We got a bunch of souths coming after that, so we're just gonna pound it out. Our access is great there, so we're just gonna hunt there every morning in a row and see if we can't run into one of these shooters.
That's a pretty good deer there. There's a rope on that one. They're all gobblers.
Well, that buck, he's pretty nice. Those 2 does came out. That buck, he worked just great. He had a nice left side, and then his right side, he literally busted the whole thing off his main beam and everything right by his brow tine. It's crazy. These deer in Illinois always seem to end up broken. It seems like they must have a bad attitude over here or something.
God, if a buck would do this is so pretty.
Buck right there, pretty good one. Oh, it's little Batman to the right of
I got him. She just saw that. That fawn did. Okay. Just looking. You might have to stay still till they get up here. Shoot. He may circle. Stay still. The wind must have switched.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to switch till this afternoon, but I bet it did. Well, that was one of our target deer in here. Man, he looked pretty dang good there. He's a stud. That sucks.
This segment of DoD TV is brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, transforming agriculture and feeding the future.
chillier this morning. It's 23 degrees on the truck. We're trying to take advantage of this colder weather and the north winds, and a lot different than the 70 degrees we had a few days ago and the 70 degrees that we have coming up. So trying to take advantage of the cold spell while we got it. Deercast says great. We'll see what happens. Big buck, big buck. Oh, it's a little bit, man. I don't have him yet. Oh, let's get this one. Wait. Okay. Doe's right in front of us. Wait, he'll come on through. Give him a second. Okay. I need to get
Matt.
He goes.
Such a bullheaded move on my part. When I clipped my release on, I bumped my arrow off. That's one of our target deer, little Batman. And he did it absolutely perfect. And I messed that up bad.
May pick up a hot dog, bring it right back past you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, well,
That
hey, I've been there, done it.
That was such a... Oh, I could... Oh, man. Yeah, here she backed up, just run back out.
She's looking back. Do you want to switch spots? Or where would you draw best?
Yeah, I mean, shooting about that horizontal is gonna be my best bet.
Because I got a feeling he's going to go back. Oh, there it comes. You see him back there? That scrape was 30. Take your time on him.
Drilled him, didn't I?
I was wide. I had you and him in it. I was wide on him.
I'm pretty sure I punched him. I'm pretty sure I drilled him. Thank you, Lord. He gave me a second opportunity to say a little prayer and said, please come back out in that doe, man. She come back out. And I opened the window. These does are right here. This doe was like 5 yards when I drew.
Little Batman, baby.
I'm pretty sure I punched him. It looked good. And oh my God.
Sweet. Nice.
Oh my God. He's big. He is big. He dropped a little bit, but it was like, I'm pretty sure it was dead center body up and down, and then right, I mean, I'm pretty sure I punched him. Man, I'm still shaking.
That was intense.
That was really intense. That was so pretty. The sun hitting him. Oh man. Crisp, cold November mornings. Deer cast is great. Oh, we said we were gonna try to take advantage of this cold front and these north winds. I'm fingers crossed we did. That Killzone RX with the cut on contact tip. That looks pretty good. I can see it sprayed on that tree up there. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. He didn't go anywhere. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is a stud. Gosh dang, he's heavy. He's got stickers. Oh my gosh. That is an Illinois giant right there. Man, that's awesome. So thankful for that. That was a show. That's a heck of a deer. And I'm thankful for Terry's driving skills with that tracker.
What a stud.
Couldn't be any more blessed than to be sitting behind this big, massive Illinois buck they would call Little Batman. We went to a spot we've sat the last 4 mornings, had an encounter with this deer 3 days ago, and today's the last day of north winds that we had. We got souths coming and it just does not work for that spot. And the stealth cam there has been showing us that's the most consistent MRI of some of our shooters we got over here. So we've just been going back and going back and going back. And this morning it all worked out. Put the Mathews to work. That NAP Killzone RX just put a big old hole in him. Awesome blood trail. And he went about 75 yards. And there's a lot of celebrating and high-fiving going on in the timber. Just couldn't be any more blessed. This dude is absolutely super massive. And I believe he's my biggest deer with a bow, so just couldn't be any more blessed.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties, America's land specialist.